The TV series The Office was produced by the NBC between 2005 and 2013. On the whole, the American production created 201 episodes and 9 series. It is a story of a bunch of office workers at a paper company. It is said to be one of the best sitcoms ever, and here we present a few facts that you might have missed along the way. The Office. 25 facts you didn't know about. The very first person you can hear speaking in the series is Michael Scott, whereas the finishing line comes from Pam. Hey, if you would like to discover some more interesting facts about your favorite TV series, subscribe to our channel and like it, just to make sure you will not miss any of our other videos and ideas. The US version of The Office was based on the British TV series of the same title. Ben Silverman, a TV producer, saw an episode while his stay in London and immediately decided to contact the people responsible for it in order to buy the rights. The real name of the actor playing Creed Bratton is Creed Bratton. One of the main characters in the show is Michael Scott, the boss of the team. Although nowadays we cannot imagine anyone else than Steve Carell in the role, it was not that obvious from the start. There were other names taken under considerations, such as David Koechner or Bob Odenkirk. Carell had other projects at the time, and only because it did not work out, he was able to join the Office cast. John Krasinski did not want to play Dwight at first. Actually, he claimed he would have been much better as Jim Halpert. Eventually, he agreed to read for the role, and that was it. The producers could not imagine anyone else for the role of Dwight. Originally, Oscar was not gay. It all came out during the shooting, as once he got to wear a pink shirt. One thing leading to another. In the episode called Gay Witch Hunt, he revealed his sexual orientation. At some point of the story, Pam is changing and becomes more decisive and sure of herself. Unfortunately, that made her attractiveness drop, which was quite painful for Jenna Fischer, the actress who played Pam. She claimed that most of the fans who criticized her changed were male, what clearly showed how they see women in today's world. The actor Paul Lieberstein was not supposed to stay permanently with the cast of The Office. At the beginning, it was just one episode, but he simply clicked. It was not easy for the actor himself, but generally, he is quite reserved and quiet. Therefore, any episode that he wrote or directed in person did not contain a lot of his character. Lieberstein always limited it to the minimum. Although the characters from The Office played by Jenna Fischer and Angela Kinsey did not like each other, it was completely different in the real life. The document that we can see at the beginning of each episode is a city planning paper taken from the Los Angeles department. In Scranton, you can actually find the Poor Richard's Pub. This place exists and operates as Southside Lanes among the people from that area. Another place that really exists is Farley's. It is situated in Scranton and serves a burger called Michael Scott. Farley's was mentioned in The Office in the basketball episode. The before-mentioned Creed Bratton used to play in a band. Its name was the Grassroots, and it took place in the 60s. In Michael's office, an attentive viewer could spot a certificate. It says that Michael Scott is a proud owner of a quality Seiko timepiece. Just take a closer look at the Seiko spelling. One of the ideas that came from the creators of The Office was to engage the cast in the production. So a few actors actually wrote or directed some episodes. This group includes such names as Paul Lieberstein, John Krasinski, or Steve Carell. In one of the episodes, we can watch a former baseball player, Brian Howard. It was also him who gave his name to one of the characters in the show. Steve Carell joins 2 places with this person. In The Office, at some point, he dines at a Bayana restaurant, the very same place he filmed his movie 40-Year-Old Virgin in. To take a closer look at what Stanley is actually capable of, check his 2011 music video. Phyllis Smith had her role created just for her. She was not trying to get a role in The Office as she was working as its casting director. Before doing that, Phyllis had been a cheerleader in NFL or a burlesque performer. On Michael's desk, we can see a Union Jack flag. It was actually an idea of the actor Steve Carell in order to honor the original version of the TV series that came from Britain. Paul's grandparents triggered the idea to make Dwight a beet farmer. Together with that, Moses was based on another TV series called Amish in the City. When Jenna Fischer announced her pregnancy, it was not a great deal for the producers of this TV series. In fact, they had already planned Pam's pregnancy before that. Brian Baumgartner speaks with his real voice when he talks to Angela about her fear of being fired. It is funny to hear that, as normally Kevin's voice sounded a little bit different. Jenna Fischer kept her engagement ring from the show. In fact, she still sometimes wears it and is photographed with it on her finger. Its value at the time it was bought for the show was $5,000. Writer's strike brought a stop to the series in November 2007. They were supported by some of the actors, including Steve Carell. At some point, he even did not come to the set, claiming he had a severe condition of balls, which were the reason to claim sick leave.